And welcome back to On the Mic with Dr. H, the Global Mentor Coach, and you're listening to Business Basics. This podcast is dedicated to helping you grow your business. Listen, let's just jump right into today's topic because folks are missing out on sales opportunities, okay? Missing out, and I want to help you stop it. As a consumer, I personally am sick of half-hearted solicitations, okay? Everything associated with your business needs to be intentional and a true reflection of what? Your brand. Ding, 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 ding. It matters. It matters. I have recently been having a series of calls, and I'm not talking about robocalls, to solicit my business. What struck me was how poor the communication was. First off, I received, when I say nonstop calls, literally back to back calls starting at 8 o'clock in the morning. For a consumer like me, that's a big no. Just a big no. When I checked my voicemail, I personally was confused by the caller because it sounded like the person knew me, but I couldn't recall who they were or how I knew them. The next call, I actually answered and it sounded the same way. So let me share with you what both calls had in common that I find inappropriate. Both callers had a very poor tone of voice. That was the first thing that struck me as inappropriate, and that's what made me think, well, maybe this person knows me and they need to talk something out. They both sounded like they were just waking up. Sleep still in the eyes, not excited about their job, and like they were underwater. When you are soliciting someone's business, you need to sound professional and at least like you're satisfied with your job. So when you're hiring people, even if it's just to make phone calls, they need to reflect your brand. If I were in the market for what they were selling me, it would have still been an instant no because of their tone. They were lackadaisical and lackluster. You gotta train your staff to speak clearly and not mumble in the phone. They didn't sound half like they were interested or excited about their job. Half, not even remotely interested in what they were doing and what they were calling for. So if you're not even excited about the business that you're trying to solicit, why would the person on the other end of the phone say yes or even be interested in hearing more? Both callers referred to me by my first name as if we were friends or acquaintances. Another big no. Another big no for a consumer like me. Some people might be okay with that, but for a consumer like me, nah. And I'll tell you why. I'm old school, and there are a lot of people out there that are like me. Show your consumer, your potential customer, some respect. Everybody is not a young person and okay with you just calling them by their first name. I've not given you permission to refer to me by my first name. It's offensive. It's offensive. It's up there with texting me for business and I don't even know you. We've never even met. We're going to get to that in a minute. Do your market research. I say that because different generations respond differently to solicitations and outreach efforts. Typically, more mature or seasoned generations prefer more professionalism, very old school. So you have to refer to them as Mr., Miss, or even Doctor. It's just not okay. It's even okay if you say Mr. or Mrs. and then it's up to us to say, call me such and such. At the very least, you should ask if it's okay to refer to that person by their first name. That goes a long way because it still shows a level of decorum and respect. Otherwise, you cannot, and it's not good to assume it's okay, because I'm telling you, for a consumer like myself, it's not okay. It's not okay. And that's a sure way to not get a sale. Why? Because if you cannot show a level of respect here in the initial phase, you're not going to show me respect throughout the business transaction. And that's a huge deal. I know that it seems like respect and honor doesn't go a long way, and you don't see that much in the marketplace or even in the world and society too much, but there are a lot of people who still value that. And it goes a long way when you're soliciting business from people. People do business with people they know, like, and trust you. I can tell you now, based on those calls I receive, I don't even like those people, let alone want to get to know them, because now I don't trust you to take care of me. I don't trust you to be respectful and to care about my business, because you're not showing me some fundamental basics. These are just some fundamental things. And it tells me that these businesses did not do any market research, does not have a plan to understand the market that they're reaching out to. And so the next thing is, and this did not happen in this transaction, but it happened in something else. Do not reach out to everybody via text if you don't already have a working relationship with them, or if they didn't opt in for text messaging. I can't tell you how many spam texts I get, or texts I get from people I haven't even met them, even in a networking event, and I'm getting business texts. It's all the time. I'm like, who are you? Where did you come from? How did you get my number? And I know how they got the number, but it's like, who's doing that? It's not okay. It's just not okay. It's not okay to text me after we just left a networking event, at least to me. That's just to me. Again, I'm old school. I would prefer a personal phone call or even a handwritten note. Things like that go a long way because it's thoughtful. It's thoughtful. It's the details. It's the little things that matter. And so texting is okay with younger generations. But again, more seasoned people may not even find this acceptable. So again, for somebody like me, I only text people for business once I have an established relationship with them. And even then I tread carefully, because so much can be misconstrued in a text, just like it can in an email. A big thing in every election cycle is people texting about political matters. I hate this. I absolutely hate this. And every single political cycle, I have to say, stop texting me. I am not okay with this. I'm not having this conversation via text. It's not your business who I'm choosing to vote for. You will not get my business. Even if this was my candidate of choice, I would probably change my mind. Don't ever text me that. Again, that's acceptable with younger generations, but that's not okay with more seasoned people. Don't text me for that. Don't text me for that. I don't understand that. So business-wise, you've got to do your market research if you really want a solid response. Otherwise, you're going to lose sales. That's the bottom line to all of this. Know your market, know who you are soliciting to. So if that means you got to have different sales scripts based off of different generations, do that. It says that you care about your business, you care about your market, you care about the people you're soliciting to enough to come to their level. See, you've got to go to your customer and meet them where they are. You can't force your customer to come to where you are. They don't know if they trust you. They don't know if they like you. They don't know if they want to do business with you yet. So you've got to come to where they are. You've got to get that revelation about your market. If you don't, you're going to have trouble. And you're going to be one of those people who are constantly pushing volume. And there's nothing wrong with that to an extent. But after a while, you're going to plateau and eventually tank. One of the things about market research you must understand is you need to understand age demographics. When you do that, you can tailor your outreach efforts accordingly. I'm telling you, this is going to go, I'm telling you, it's going to give you an edge. It's going to go a long way. Trust me. Thanks for listening to On the Mic with Dr. Ace, the Global Mentor Coach. If you like this podcast, make sure you like and share it. I sincerely appreciate your support. I don't take your listening ear for granted. If there are topics you'd like me to cover, or if you need a business coach, email me at info@globalmentorcoach.com. Again, that's info@globalmentorcoach.com. Thanks for tuning in with me, Dr. Ace, the Global Mentor Coach. Remember to spread lots of love and light. Until next time, ciao.